This week on the Scout Show, a four-star defensive tackle from Michigan has suddenly reopened his commitment and new offers are coming in fast and furious. A defensive end out of Barberton in Ohio is getting more and more love from all over the Buckeye State. And in Indiana, one of the top linebackers in the 2023 class just heard from South Bend. That and so much more coming up on State Champs Scout Show. Welcome to episode 29 of the first season of the State Champs Scout Show. We'll be 50 shows deep by the time we hit summer. Rise and grind is the only way the Scout team lives. I'm Genna Rose, and welcome to your weekly source to the latest in recruiting news in Ohio, Michigan, and Indiana. Scout Show is presented by Lawrence Technological University. If you have a dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Tech offers over 24. Recruit yourself at LTUathletics.com. Let's start this week in Hoosierland.
This is Scott Burnstein from Indiana. Andrean sophomore linebacker Drake Bowen, the #1 football recruit for the state's class of 23, collected an offer from Notre Dame over the weekend. The 6'2", 215-pound Bowen is the perfect combination of power, size, speed, swagger, and intelligence sideline to sideline. He tallied 80 tackles and 5 sacks in 2020. Indiana offered him back in November. Notre Dame is said to have been on Brown's wish list ever since he blasted onto the Division I college recruiting scene with a mega 2019 freshman campaign where he made 50 tackles for a semi-state club. Maybe the most versatile and intriguing prospect right now in Hoosierland's class of 23 is Decatur Central's Asen Tank Stevens. This kid is an athletic specimen at 6'4", 200 pounds, and can line up all over the field and do equal damage at every spot. Indiana offered last week. On defense last fall as a linebacker, he posted 62 tackles and 4 sacks. In spot duty at quarterback, he threw 6 touchdowns. He's expected to take the reins full-time under center at Decatur Central in 2021. After a 60-tackle sophomore campaign, Lorne Central defensive end Josh Mickens is beginning to pick up serious traction on his recruiting. Snared a recent offer from Indiana and Michigan State. East Noble Junior safety Rowan Zolman just grabbed Ball State and Western Michigan offers following a series of impressive showcase camp efforts. Moving over to the boys' basketball floor, Castle senior point guard Isaiah Swope got a Southern Indiana offer last week, just days removed from becoming only the 7th player in Castle history to join the 1,000-point club. Swope is averaging 21 points per game to go along with 4 dimes and 4 boards an outing. Finally, from the world of volleyball, Park Heritage Jillian Gregg committed to play in college at D3 Rose Hulman and Terre Haute. Gregg had 95 spikes, 195 digs, and 840 assists in 2020 for a 24-7 league and sectional champion Park Heritage team. She plays for Circle City in the club season. Checking in from Indiana, this is Scott Burnstein.
If you're a high school athlete with the dream of playing college sports, Lawrence Technological University wants you to recruit yourself. LTU offers over 24 varsity sports for men and women, along with several dozen world-class undergraduate programs. Athletic and academic scholarships are available in all sports, including its newest additions, competitive cheer and dance, esports, women's hockey, and men's and women's track and field. Visit LTUathletics.com and recruit yourself. Lawrence Tech, where Blue Devils dare. I'm Lorne Plant with the latest from the state of Michigan. There may be a car on the sidelines at Michigan Stadium again soon. I'm talking about CJ, a 6'3", 175-pound freshman quarterback at Saline, who over the weekend received his first college offer from the alma mater of his father, former U of M quarterback Jason Carr, and the old stomping grounds of his grandfather, former U of M head coach Lloyd Carr. Within a few hours, he grabbed an offer from Michigan's in-state rival, Michigan State, as well. CJ Carr played backup at quarterback to junior Larry Robinson for most of the 2020-21 season, but got his first varsity start in the regional finals against Rockford. Carr was 20 for 28 passing for 231 yards, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown. West Bloomfield has pumped out its fair share of top-notch linebackers in recent seasons. The next in line might be freshman Kari Jackson, who picked up his first 2 big-time offers last week from Michigan State and a day later from Michigan. Despite not being listed as a starter in the Lakers' base nickel package for the D1 title game, the 6'1", 215-pound Jackson got plenty of playing time as a 9th grader with the 9-game injury absence of 4-star athlete Michael Williams. That highly recruited twosome, along with 2024 edge rusher Brandon Davis-Swain, will form a formidable pass rush for the Lakers next fall. Once the first commit to the University of Michigan's 2022 class, Essexville Garber defensive tackle Alex Van Summeren is no longer a Wolverine-to-be, reopening his commitment last week. His announcement came just 2 days after picking up an offer from West Virginia, and that opened the floodgates. He's picked up offers from Illinois, Boston College, Virginia, and Indiana, as well as from Arizona. A 6'3", 300-pound defensive tackle and a 4-star prospect who ranks in the Rivals 250 and ESPN 300, Van Summeren posted 18 tackles for loss and 10 sacks last season as a junior for the Dukes. He also holds offers from Alabama, Michigan State, and Penn State, in addition to one from Stanford, with whom he took a junior day visit over the weekend. A day after the decommitment, Alex's older brother, U of M linebacker Ben Van Summeren, entered the transfer portal. While his big brother, record-setting quarterback Colin Parachek bet on himself by reclassifying and heading to a prep school in South Carolina to garner the offers he felt he deserved, little brother Brennan Parachek has already hauled in an impressive bid 2 years before graduation. The sophomore tight end from Dexter caught his first Power 5 offer with a bid from Kentucky on his 16th birthday last week. A 3-sport athlete, the 6'6", 245-pound pass catcher snagged 72 receptions for 766 yards and 10 scores in his first 2 years as a Dreadnought. 2022. After getting an offer from Central Michigan on the first day of junior contact, Dearborn Divine Child offensive lineman Brady Plauscha felt comfortable committing to the Chippewas early last week, becoming the first member of their 2022 recruiting class. The 6'6" tackle put on 55 pounds between his sophomore and junior seasons and grabbed attention with film of his agility work during the pandemic, garnering offers from both CMU and Akron. That agility and footwork helped him earn all Catholic honors in the CHSL as a two-way player who led the Falcons' defensive line in tackles and tackles for loss in 2020. Detroit Country Days' Kalen Cooper announced his commitment to the University of Chicago over the weekend. The 6', 170-pound Cooper started both ways for the Yellow Jackets, lining up at running back and defensive back, rushing for 139 yards and 2 scores through the regional finals, then adding 53 all-purpose yards to his tally in Country Days' 13-0 win over Cadillac in the Division IV state title game. He was part of a Yellow Jackets defense that held opponents to 90 points in 11 games, posting 4 shutouts on the season and 3 to end their postseason run. That's the Michigan Report. I'm Lorne Plant. Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
This is Allen Trieu with your latest in recruiting news from the state of Ohio. Rutgers has received a commitment from Pickerington Central junior Kwabena Asamoah. A 6'4", 295-pound prospect, Asamoah plays tackle at Central, but the Scarlet Knights say he could play inside or outside come college. He chose them over Iowa State, Old Dominion, Kent State, and several more offers. He said the bond with the coaching staff and location played roles in his choice. He is Greg Schiano and company's first Ohio get in 2022, but they signed 3 from the state in the 2021 class. Hamilton's Breon Ishmael received an offer from Iowa State. The Cyclones are his second offer and second Power 5, as West Virginia had previously offered. A long, athletic 6'5", 205-pound recruit, Ishmael has played receiver, defensive end, and linebacker and could project to any of those positions in college. Duke, Northwestern, Cincinnati, and others have also shown interest. He had 55 tackles and 1 forced fumble on defense while catching 2 touchdown passes on offense in the fall. St. Charles Prep's Ryan Coretta was offered by Miami, Ohio. The Redhawks joined Pittsburgh, who were his first offer. The Panthers offered in January. 6'5", 300 pounds with a 3.7 GPA, Coretta held down the left tackle spot for St. Charles all fall and looks poised to become one of the state's more heavily recruited members of the 2023 class. Barberton's John Jackson is a junior defensive end, seeing more recruiting attention come his way. Ball State and Bowling Green both offered in February to join with previous offers from Liberty, Youngstown State, Kent State, and Akron. A physical and athletic 6'3", 260-pound prospect, Jackson was an All-Northeast Inland District and Division II All-Ohio selection as a junior.
That's it for recruiting news this week. I'm Allen Trieu.
This is Ryan Van Dyke with State Champs Network. So today we're going to talk about social media best practices. Let's take a moment and focus on some ideal topics for posts that'll help a player's position with the coaches and recruiting coordinators. What is it supposed to look like on somebody's social media page? All right. Number one, if I am on Twitter and you have your highlight video pinned and it's nice and neat, it's right where it needs to be, it's at the top, okay, that's going to draw my attention. I'm going to watch it. If I like it, then I'm going to scroll down and what am I going to see? All right, these are some things that can help you. Inspirational quotes, all right? Faith-based quotes, positive encouragement and support. You know, maybe you're getting the support and encouragement for something, maybe you retweeted a shout out to somebody, but it shows that you're a positive person, you're optimistic, and you're always trying to inspire somebody else, which is very important. Thirdly is personality. You know, what are you like outside the lines? You know, are you a dog lover? Do you love to go on vacation? Do you love to travel? Do you love to play the piano or another form of art? You know, I think it's important to showcase that other side of you because that's the real you. You know, after all this gets stripped away, like, who are you as a person? This is Ryan Van Dyke with State Champs Network.
As we close out this week, we remind you that the Scout team is always blogging at statechampsnetwork.com. A big way to support the show is by subscribing to the State Champs TV YouTube page. Give us a follow, a like, and please share our content. Whether you're on State Champs Michigan, Indiana, or Ohio socials, it's important we grow our audience so we can continue to churn out the best in recruiting news from the upper Midwest. I'm Genna Rose, and I'll see you next week because recruiting never stops.
State Champs Scout Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.